So, changing landscape. Some of the great potential of mobile is that it's this always-on experience. Your mobile phone is with you throughout your whole day. It's with you when you wake up in the morning. It's with you when you're going to work, when you're at work, when you're on the go. It's this great device that's always with you, and it actually combines some of the interactivity of the internet, giving you broadband access, to actually the ability to interact and engage with a brand. The beauty of mobile is that you could take any channel and make it interactive by adding a mobile text-in component. So you could create this interactivity and engagement with a customer or a consumer at any point throughout their day. But as Randy had mentioned, there are some challenges with the mobile industry. And in all of the markets throughout the world, one of the most challenging markets is the US market. And part of that is because the devices are lagging behind the rest of the world. There's a competitive situation between the carriers and the operating systems that exist here in the US market. And there's confusion about how to leverage mobile. Is it a push channel? Is it a pull channel? What are these acronyms? LBS, Bluetooth, WAP. It's very confusing as an advertiser to figure out how to leverage mobile to meet what business objectives that you have. So what I hope with my presentation today, I'm going to help solve some of the complexity and the challenges that exist within the mobile space and talk about how best to start leveraging mobile as an advertising channel. Because I have to tell you, since the rise of the internet as a new media channel, I have never been as excited by any new media channel as I am with the mobile channel. Because of this always on, always with you channel that's created with mobile. And it really is the holy grail of marketing. When you start thinking about reaching the right person at the right time to get them to engage and interact with a brand, mobile really comes to the table with that offering. So talk about the opportunity. So we've talked about this always on, but what does it mean in terms of dollars? Right now, eMarketer projects that this year we're going to have about $1.7 billion in spending in the mobile channel. That's a combination of display and response components with mobile advertising. That's set to increase to over $12 billion over the next 5 years. So it's a major emerging media channel. But what's interesting is that we talked about that more people globally access the internet via their cell phone. Right now, there's 1 billion more cell phones out there than there are computers. In fact, even in the US, there are more people that have a cell phone than have a computer. What's surprising to some of you that by the year 2020, there'll be about double the content consumption on mobile devices than there are on television. So you're going to have more people actually viewing content on cell phone devices than TVs. So mobile is a major new media channel, and it's set to surpass some of the existing media channels that we have today. So really, it's about understanding how best to leverage this channel. So what I've decided to outline is mobile advertising, a snapshot from simple to complex. Simple to complex from the standpoint of technology adoption. As I mentioned today, text messaging, about 60% of the US audience text messages. Next is WAP, which is mobile internet, wireless application protocol. And in the sheet that you have with you in the release, if there's any acronyms that you don't quite get, there's a good list of definitions in the back of that printout. Right now in the US market, about 15% of the US audience is accessing the mobile internet via their devices. What's interesting, when you look at smartphone usage, you see that consumers are accessing about 4 to 6 hours of mobile internet on smartphone devices. And devices such as the iPhone or iPhone-like devices are certainly increasing usage. I was surprised to find out that among iPhone users, about 60% of the people that purchase the iPhone purchase it because of the Wi-Fi internet access. So what we're seeing is there's a demand from consumers to actually access high-speed internet on their cell phone devices. Video, highly anticipated in the mobile space. Certainly one of the more emerging things, but everything from video on demand, branded content, live television, certainly one of the more emerging aspects, but right now we see about 15 about 5 to 10% of cell phones are actually accessing internet video over their mobile devices. QR codes, quick response codes, couponing, getting information, highly popular in the Asian markets, starting to develop in the US and Europe, but certainly a little bit further away from the rest of the world in that area. And then there's downloadable content. And some of the challenges are actually downloading that content to handset devices. Part of it is a carrier, some of it handset restrictions that exist. But certainly being able to have that persistent presence on the user's device offers up tremendous opportunities from an advertising standpoint.